Identify the measurement as the diameter, radius, or circumference of the circular object. The length of the minute hand on the clock is 5 inches. Let's draw a picture. So here's a clock. Let's say I set the time for 3 o'clock. And I'm going to highlight the minute hand, right? So as the minute hand, this one is 5 inches long, right? As it goes around over the course of a day or an hour, however long we want to think about it, it's going to create a circle. And in comparison to that circle, the line that I just drew here is the radius. So that's the radius of the circle. It goes from the center of the circle, and then it spins around. It goes out to the edge of the circle, from the center to the edge, and that's how we define the radius. If you chose circumference, then I think a couple of things might have happened. So the circumference is the distance around the whole circle, right? So I'm highlighting in green what the circumference would be in relation to that radius. So I can think of 2 reasons why you might have gotten this wrong. So the first one is that you might not have had a really clear picture in your head of which one was which. So I think that it's really helpful to draw a sketch like this. This didn't take me very long. It's not super fancy or super precise, but once I drew this, it was so clear to me that it would have to be the radius, that nothing else would match the definition. So I always recommend that we draw pictures when possible. We do sketches, we sketch out our ideas. And I would totally do that for these kinds of problems, because then I can see clearly that I'm not measuring the circumference of the whole circle. I'm just looking at this distance here, so that's the radius. The other thing that might have happened is maybe you had a clear picture in your head and you actually did know, but then you might have gotten the words mixed up. These are very unusual words. We don't use them for much else in our real worlds other than just doing problems in geometry that deal with circles. These are words that you just kind of need to memorize. Diameter, radius, circumference. You're going to need those words. They're not going away. So it's probably a good time to memorize them. So my guess is that these are the 2 reasons why you might have gotten this problem wrong.